Welcome to day 6 of my mini-series about working as a local reporter covering the NFL Draft. Let's go. Good morning. It is Friday, day 2 of the Green Bay NFL Draft. It's about 10:30 right now. I'm about to head into work. I'm driving to go pick up a poster board because my goal today is to find the fans that have traveled the furthest. So I'm going to make a poster and ask fans to tell me where they came from. It's raining this morning, which is a huge bummer. So I'm really hoping that the weather turns and it gets a little bit nicer for when the draft opens. I have secured my poster board and marker. Let's go to work. Yeah, I'm with the TV station. And again, the TV station is really close to Lambeau Field and the draft campus, so most of the roads around the station are closed, so we have to go through special security checkpoints in order to get into our parking lot. It is like totally dead compared to yesterday. I feel like yesterday at this time, people were everywhere. At work now, and the first thing I do is get working on my poster. I have to use my nicest handwriting possible. I am really excited about this poster and about this story today. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. She's done. I even laminated her to protect her from the rain. And we're off. Back in the handy-dandy ATV that will get us to the media entrances of the draft for our day 2 coverage. And we got in a couple of minutes before the gates opened, and that meant that there were no lines for anything, so we took a minute to go look at some of the Super Bowl rings, and you know I had to check out the Kansas City Chiefs rings. I think they're the coolest ones, but I think I'm a little biased. So the rain has not stopped. The gates are about to open. We're gonna see if we can get some fans. Where are you traveling from?
Orlando.
Orlando, Florida. Why'd you come?
Why not? Gotta support these Jaguars.
My name is Laura Caton, and I traveled from Charlotte, North Carolina.
Who are you supporting?
The Carolina Panthers.
Day 2 has been successful so far. My sign has been working really well. It's raining outside though, and it's not stopping. So we moved into the stadium to stay dry and to talk to more fans, but another great day so far.
Me and my buddy, 20 years, it's been on our bucket list of things to do, so we decided what other place to come than this one.
Here's our setup. We moved to the atrium to help us stay dry. We're having a lot of success in here. This is literally all I did. I would stand there with this sign, and it felt a little silly at first, but it honestly generated a lot of really genuine conversations and reactions from fans, and I had no problems at all getting anybody to talk to me, as you can see. So just so you can see what it looks like when I'm interviewing him and what it looks like when it's on TV.
You know, it's a once-in-a-lifetime event, and being here in Green Bay and being a Packer fan my whole life, it was something I just couldn't pass up.
The rain is absolutely relentless, and we have to go back in it. So here we are. So at this point, we honestly had plenty of interviews already, but I was just dancing around and being silly, embracing the rain and seeing if anybody would shout out some really cool places they came from. Before heading back to the station, we're just grabbing our final shots of people walking around the draft and braving the rain. And back to the station we go. Once I'm there, I write my story. Here's me back in the editing bay where I voice my story and edit it all together, make it all pretty so it looks good when it goes on TV.
My story is really good today.
And deja vu, we are back in the draft footprint. I am definitely getting my steps in this week, and now it's time for my live shot.
I wanted to see if I could find the fan that had traveled the farthest to get here to Green Bay for this year's NFL Draft. So what did I do? I stood outside in the rain for several hours with this sign. And let me tell you, I met fans from far and wide, and even some from overseas. Check it out.
And as always, this is that time when my story is playing on TV. People who are watching are seeing the people that I interviewed throughout the day and all that video that we gathered when we were out in the rain. And I am just simply waiting to pop back up on TV right about now.
So far, the farthest is Ukraine. I did meet a woman yesterday from England, and I have heard that there are some fans from Australia, but no matter where they're from, these fans are certainly dedicated. Guys.
Certainly are. Wow, Ukraine. And he's a Packers fan. How about that? Thanks, Marlo.
Live shot, all done. Now we go back to the station. I put together some content for our evening shows and our morning shows, and then I'll be done for the day. More steps as we head back to the station once again. Once I'm there and I finish all my work, I get in my car and I head straight home because I am hungry and I am tired. We'll see you tomorrow.